Let's try that again. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what's going on? My name is Rex. This is your Daily Chat Season 2, Episode 33 for January the 10th, 2017, 11:53. Still count as a 100% stream uptime rating. How can you really argue with numbers like that, right? I'm just saying, guys, we have managed to really pull it off in a fashion I never thought we would be able to do, but by God, we did it. And I am so happy, despite the fact there are some days I legitimately don't want to do this show. And it's not that I don't like doing the show, it's just some days there's either nothing to talk about or there's just, no news worth going after. So it's like, well, I could skip the show, but, what would really be the point in that? And then we'd throw the schedule off, and I think you guys are settling into a good routine. I think this has been, a wonderful little kind of happy accident where we stumbled into this time slot. So we're going to keep it up going. What do you guys think of the shirt today, man? I'm feeling this shirt. Not going to lie, I found it sitting in a bag of dress shirts my dad gave me. Kind of feeling it. I feel like it brings out my accents, my colors of like my headsets and my microphones. But really, that is for the fan to decide. Let me know as always. Now, yesterday, it looks good. Thank you very much, man. See, compliments are nice. But yesterday, I kicked out an idea. Now, unfortunately, yesterday's show, while I found it hysterical because, well, I'm the guy who has to be on the receiving end of all the insults. It was a good show. Obviously, we got hit by a bunch of trolls, so the 5-minute follower only mode is on today. Not because I don't want the trolls, but mainly because if they're going to take up an hour of my time, I want the follows. Simple as that. While it is an absolutely hyperinflated and useless metric now, thanks to follower-only mode, I still want that metric because I know old people don't know any better, and I intend to take every advantage of it that I can. I kicked out the idea yesterday of starting a very, very, and I mean like 4-minute long quick daily news show at school, essentially. Maybe at home, but primarily at school when I'm trapped at school and can't stream because the bandwidth is being taken up by every idiot with their Apple laptops. And it was going to be something along the lines of the Philip DeFranco show. It's going to be in that same vein of, 3 to 4 news articles I find relatively interesting. They won't all be tech. Some might be like a social thing or whatever. But I was thinking of maybe, doing a little 4-minute show like that. I could record it over the 2 hours I'm trapped at the school, upload it from the school while I'm in class. Gives you guys content to watch, and kind of, it doesn't take away from the daily chat at all. The daily chat still happens, but it just gives more content and helps me kill time at the school. Now, I know what you're saying. Rex, you could be doing homework. I could, but that'd also be what the responsible person does, and that's not what I do. What microphone is that? Johnny Rotten 81. This is a Shure SM7B. Same microphone used by Co Carnage, It Me JP, I believe Ezekiel the Third. A bunch of us broadcasters use them. Jesse Cox, Dodger, or Press Dexterity Bonus, I believe is her name on Twitch. A bunch of us use this microphone, dude. There's really only 2 mics that exist for Twitch, and that's the Shure SM7B and the Electro Voice RE20, which is the long, really dull gray-looking one with all the little notches in it. Those are the 2, like, when you look at high-end microphones, those are the 2 you'll really see on Twitch. Now, there are a few people who roll with other ones, but this is a Shure SM7B. And if you're thinking about getting one, I highly advise it. Just keep in mind, you will need to get what's called a cloud lifter, because this is a dynamic microphone and thus does not take phantom power. And while you don't need the cloud lifter, it is highly, highly, highly recommended because it will boost the decibel range of the microphone by about 20 decibels to 20 or 25 decibels. It's quite a bit. And it really does make a big, big difference. So you don't have to have your gain on your mixer up super high so you don't get that weird hissy sound, all that other stuff. So I hope that answers your question. Plus a little bit extra because, knowledge is like money. You can never have too much of it. And anyways, getting back to what we're talking about, that show idea. I was thinking about launching it maybe tomorrow. I'm curious to know, what do you guys think? Would you guys be interested in that? We only really had, I use a Rode VidPro shotgun. I think I own one of those too. I think I actually own a Rode VidPro. Let me just double check here. What the hell? Okay, that is sure as hell not what I'm talking about. Oh, yes. This is the one I think used by Duck Sauce. Is this the one here that you're talking about, bud? God, I really got to fix my monitor layout. Is this the one you're talking about here? If this is it, I believe this is the same one Duck Sauce uses. It has fantastic sound. Like, amazingly good sound. And if I was using a DSLR camera that could take XLR input, this would hands down be the one I would be looking at. Because it is very, very good for the cost. Yeah, if you're using this, man, yeah, absolutely. Like, you can't go, especially at that price point, you can't go wrong. Look, Rode is not a bad company. I own a few Rode products. I was going to say tons, but that'd be a lie. I own a few Rode products, but I would own a lot more if I could get them. Team JG is the best pick? I have no idea what troll thing you're talking about, Zeter. You're going to have to elaborate, bud. I got no idea what a Teemo, a JG, or a best pick is. So, yeah. Sorry? Saz, bras, Saz. What up, Big Dippa? How you doing, buddy? Thank you so much for popping into the channel today. I appreciate you. So, Big Dipper, we're kicking around the idea of launching a very small 4-minute daily news show on the YouTube channel. What do you think? Would you be interested in that? Something that you might want to watch? Not at all? Let me know. Got to come over here to see the trolls. Yeah, Damon. This is going to be where the trolls go to now. I think from now on, I'm permanently keeping the follower-only mode on the main channel. I'm going to keep that permanently on, and I might actually up it to 15 minutes just to prevent any and all trolls from coming in. Because I know none of them will wait 15 minutes to try and troll me. I just know they won't. They don't have the kind of patience. Yeah, I'd watch it. Good to know, man. Okay, you know what? That is, from all the responses I got yesterday and now, I think that's good enough where I'm going to try and do it tomorrow. I'll try and launch episode 1 tomorrow. Mind you, the thumbnail graphics will be pretty potato, but I'll figure it out, and yeah. Does this channel have a different camera? Yes, this channel uses an actual webcam, or uses a webcam, not the, high-end, not the high-end camcorder I've converted into a webcam that the main channel does. So this one only uses 720p at 30 frames a second. So it's not as good. Talk about fucking elite, leftist, uppity, social justice warriors, safe space, snowflakes, and how useless they are. Wow, dude. Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about that, man. I don't care about the elite leftist part of it. The social justice warrior, man, I will tee off on those bitches all day long. Because they are an absolute waste of space. It's unreal. So I don't care about the left. Look, your political faction, that's your opinion. Doesn't bother me. Don't care. Social justice warriors, on the other hand, these are the freaking annoying little bitches that keep coming into my area and keep trying to get change in areas I don't want change in. And mind you, they're trying to change things that don't affect them. They just don't agree with them. So by that definition, they have to change. It's like, no, you can, 7 kinds of piss off. That's not how things are going to work here. And yes, social justice warriors are the worst of the worst. If we could ever bring back the ovens that they used back in the 1940s and actually put them to a good, proper use, throw the social justice warriors in there. Them and, you know what, throw the Starbucks hipsters in there too. Why not? Yeah, we'll kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Works out much better that way. It's all good. And yeah, tell me what you think, man. I'm curious, because if you're going to phrase a question like that, man, you must have an opinion. 7 kinds of piss off. Dude, absolutely 7 kinds of piss off. You know what, Johnny Ron? I'm very curious, man. You let me know. What do you got? If you don't agree, then freedom of speech doesn't apply to you. It's not that I don't agree, man. It's not that I don't agree at all. I think freedom of speech is the number one thing that everybody should be protected on, above all else. I don't know. The right to bear arms is pretty up there too, but you get what I mean, though. It's a pretty important thing. And right now, man, Americans, okay, you guys got enough problems going on as it is. No, that's their mantra. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry, man. That's my bad. I meant to say that's the way they respond. Yeah, and you know what? If that's the way you respond, if that's the way anybody ever responds to any argument, those people are, for lack of a better phrase right now, subhuman. There are clearly people who don't know enough to to actually make an opinion, like quality opinion on it. And as a result, you get little ignorant statements like that. And while it is unfortunate, that is kind of just the way life is at the moment. And I don't like it. I'm not happy with it. But, you know, it is what it is. And you do what you have to. But yeah, the social justice warrior crowd, they have been causing waves in our communities for so long. And up until Jim Sterling did an entire Jimquisition on social justice warriors, I had literally never heard the term. I only learned about social justice warrioring maybe a year ago. I didn't know it was a thing. I thought those type of weird hippie people had died out back in the 60s from, like, you know, opioid overdoses. But no, apparently that type of crap is alive and well. Just like, who's that one bitch that got the poor Uber driver fired because he had a hula girl on his dashboard? Like, you know, the hula girl gives the guy pleasure. Why not? Let him have it. But no, this hooker has to be professionally offended by everything and ended up getting a poor guy, ended up costing this poor guy his job. And I remember H3H3 Productions put an effort forward to help get this guy his job back, and that didn't work. What the hell, man? Why is this thing not going out? Yeah, he tried to get his job back, it didn't work, and yeah, it's just been a whole thing, and social justice warriors have been at it left and right, trying to reinforce that their opinions matter, and I can't disagree with them more. Look, you have every right to have your opinion. Unlike the rest of them, I actually do believe that their opinions, while to me might be stupid, are valid in the context of freedom of speech. Regardless of how you think, that's how it works. There's more division in this country in the past 8 years than there was at the time of segregation declared unconstitutionalism was abolished. I don't know if that's true, but I get your point. I like where you're going with this, okay? Don't get it wrong. I understand. I don't think that fact is correct, but I like your way of thinking. And you're not wrong. Right now, America has one of the biggest divides I think it's seen in the last 40 years. Without hyperbole, I absolutely do believe that. And it's unfortunate for that because, you know, it's only going to get worse now in 9 days. In 9 days, it is only going to get worse because, well, I don't know how to say this, but, you know, you got your inauguration coming up, and that's going to light the fuse for the next 4 years. The division in this country is all by design. You know, part of me would like to believe that. It really would. But at the same time, though, you're going to design 335 million plus people to turn against each other. Like that, it's just trying to manipulate. Look, I'll admit, man, people by and large are pretty stupid nowadays. And that's not me trying to be an intellectual elitist, believe me. I'm just as stupid as everyone else. Rex, I'm going to go. I have such high winds that is vibrating my window and power is flickering. I don't want to eat up all the... Oh yeah, man, that's fine. You do what you need to, man. You do what you need to. We will see you next time. But yeah, what were we talking about? Yeah, you know, you're going to convince 335 million people to turn against each other. that seems a little far-fetched. Look, like I said, I'm not that smart. I'm smart. I'm not that smart. And I can't even manipulate one person to actually hit the follow button, yet alone try and manipulate people to turn on each other. Now, since we've always had the partial racism mentality here in North America, not so much in Canada, but it's still here in Canada to a degree. It's hard to believe, man. I'm sorry, but I believe that the statement because of the manipulation of the mainstream media. Oh, look, the mainstream media is the greatest benefit and curse to the general public. Without equivocation, they are absolutely helping and demonizing the people's access to knowledge at the same time. You have Fox always spinning Republican bias and demonizing Democrats. You have Democrats always doing the exact same thing or vice versa to the other team, and people don't know what's right anymore. I don't think it's that people are being manipulated directly as the fact that they're not getting pure facts. They're getting very tainted information sent to them. And I think that's really where the main problem lies. Is the fact that if you don't have all the correct information, how are you supposed to make an informed decision? And yeah, you're right. That's probably done absolute by design. Did you see the Circus Committee hearing today for Attorney General Jeff Sessions? Protesters dressed as KKK. I did not because I live in Canada, Johnny Rotten. But let me quickly Google that and find out what's going on here. See here. Jeff Sessions protesters. Let's find out. 12 hours ago. 9 hours ago. Here we go. Anything good here? Protesters disrupted Jeff Sessions' confirmation hearing of the Attorney General on Tuesday, including two men wearing Ku Klux Klan's costumes and women wearing a pink crown. Huh, look at that. Somebody who's not trolling me and actually gives me a real news article. Oh yeah, look, there it is, man. There it is. We got people dressed as the KKK. That is something else. Oh, sorry. I forgot. You guys are not on that one. Look at that. There's the dude dressed as the KKK. And a women in pink crowns for whatever the hell that means. Yep. Go, Jeffy boy, go. Wow.
God damn it, Billy.
Okay. So, yeah, that escalated quickly. And it's kind of mind-boggling when you see something like that happen. It really is. Now, I don't really know what that protest is meant to be about, if it's meant to stand for something, or if they're just... Actually, I really don't know if we can say if it's Black Lives Matter's people, Johnny, because clearly those were not black people. Not a single person in that picture was black. I really don't think we can call that Black Lives Matters. Typically, those people are black, by and large. Now, there are some white people, but you get my drift, right? And I personally don't understand the whole Black Lives Matters thing. I don't know what their stance is. I've tried to research it. For the love of God, I have put legitimate research time into trying to understand the whole Black Lives Matters movement. And I can tell you, I don't know the first damn thing about it. I don't know what they're trying to protest. They protest everything. They protest some weird stuff that's just the hell? Dude, why are you protesting cafeteria lunches? Leave the kids alone. It's just one of those... Do you get what I'm saying, though? It's just one of those things, man. I need a better way to kind of see my chat windows. I don't really see them all that way. Oh, fuck. God damn it. Son of a bitch. Okay, great. Well, that happened live on air. Oh, okay, you guys can't see what happened. My chair arm, I put a little too much weight, and the whole thing just dropped out from under me on it. It really kind of sucked. But yeah, like, if you guys understand the whole Black Lives Matters movement, please tell me about it. I don't know what's going on with that at all. Those people seem to be all over the map, and they seem to have, like, no actual idea about what their own cause is all about. It's kind of mind-boggling that way. And speaking of mind-boggling, though, let's check in on some of the news that's happened today. Because, you know, there are some cool things that have happened. And the main story of today, before we do anything else, is TwitchCon 2017 has been announced. That's right. This year, 2017, TwitchCon is going to run on October 20th through to the 22nd. So let's find out when that is. Oh my God. Okay. We can tell I'm just all here today. August, September, October. So October 20th to the 22nd. So that's on of course it's on a Friday. But they actually pushed it by like a month. They pushed it forward by a month, and I don't know why they did it that way. Because, yeah, last year it was at the end of September, and it was a really good time slot. To have TwitchCon in September, I think, is a much better time because the kids are just getting back to school. You got to remember, a lot of people can't travel to TwitchCon. Now, this year, it is in Long Beach. I think last year was the last 2 years, they've had it up in San Francisco. So I think they're trying to move to another venue to kind of keep the cost down. Because as you guys all know, San Francisco, San Diego area, very, very expensive. Very, very expensive. And to run a convention out there could only be costing Twitch or Amazon an arm and a leg. So I see why they moved to Long Beach. It's a much cheaper venue to go to. And I'm kind of happy about it. And I'm going to be covering it like I do every year, guys, for year 3 now. This is the third TwitchCon. This will be my 3rd year. I cover it from front to back. We cover all the way up to the keynote speech. Now, this year, we're going to have even better voice modulation. We're going to make sure we have better understanding of what's going to get broadcast. Because last year, the whole live stream coverage of TwitchCon, not on my side. My side was I could only do as much as Twitch gave me. And Twitch did an absolute travesty of broadcasting the panels. Only a handful of the panels were casted. Most of them were giant circle jerks of, yeah, we'll give you this weird false information. None of it's going to be applicable to you. You'll never be as successful as us. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, go to my YouTube channel, scroll below, or youtube.com/Lorix2015. Look up the Daily Chat TwitchCon edition and just watch the panels, and you'll see what I'm talking about. There was no good information. There was just for the voice acting, okay? The voice acting panel that was covered on TwitchCon was the very first panel that came out that day, and it was all about just people who are voice actors and happen to be on Twitch. It wasn't teaching you how to break into voice acting. It wasn't teaching you how to blend that into your Twitch stream. No. It was just one dude, Gassy Mexican, and 4 random women, I don't know what the hell their names are, just circle jerking each other at,
"Oh, I'm a voice actor."
Oh, me too.
"Oh, but I really love your stuff. You're so good in that one show."
"Oh, thank you."
Yeah, I really liked you in that video too.
It was nothing but that. That was really the entire panel for an hour. It was just horrific. And then obviously fans, because fans are stupid, just keep, feeding all of this adulation to these streamers for no legitimate reason whatsoever. It's like, dude, the guy doesn't know who you are and he's not going to help you out. Calm it down just a little bit. How did you get your voice to sound like my Dixie Wrecked? I don't know what that means. I'll just tell you, man. I use a voice modulation system called a Roland VT3. I cannot pull it out right now because it is currently being trapped by my weights. But yeah, I can't get it up here, man. I'm sorry. There, you can kind of see it in the webcam there. But yeah, man, there you go. That's how you get that done. Scott Breezy, how you doing, buddy? What's going on? Thank you so much for popping in today. Just talking about TwitchCon, man. Getting ready for the coverage of the year. You know us, man. We're gonna have to make sure we get that covered. I'll be broadcasting live up until the keynote, because the keynote's really the only thing that matters at TwitchCon. Like, legitimately, not being selfish about it at all. It is the only thing that matters at TwitchCon, because that is the one speech where we get the metrics for how good do Twitch perform this year, how many broadcasters came up, how many new partnered streamers did we get, and how many like emotes and stuff were used, those are like little kind of what are they called? Flavor. They're flavor metrics, okay? Like how many kappas were used and all that. But the broadcasters and viewers and partners, those are the money metrics. Those are the ones you need to know as a streamer. My Dixie wrecked at TwitchCon. I don't know, man. Is that a broadcaster? Is that a person? Is that an idea? What is that? I don't know what my Dixie wrecked is. If somebody knows, I guess something called my Dixie wrecked in either one of my channels that you're watching me in right now, by all means, please throw it in. Tell me if it's a person. Did you say it's in Long Beach, California? Yes, man. They actually moved it to Long Beach this year, I believe, due to cost. I want to believe it's due to the cost of running a convention so far out in San Diego or San Francisco. And I'm glad that they're gonna do that. I can now, with this being the third year, they're probably gonna get more vendors this year, more people, more stuff, and that's gonna be fantastic. Fuck! Why do you keep falling? God damn it! You're supposed to be a $300 chair. Stay. Oh, God. So annoying. But yeah, there you go. And, Jimmers, how you doing, man? Saw you log into Binding of Isaac. I figured you were a little bit tied up. But yeah, man, what's going on? So, anyways, how many of you guys planning on going? I know some of the streamers who I follow, no one big or anything. Obviously, the big people might go. In fact, we're going to touch on that in a second here, but I know some of the smaller streamers I know, they're actually planning to attend, and I've heard TwitchCon is fun. If you're not partnered, it's not as fun because you can't get into any of like the partnered parties or anything like that. But, I guess for people who aren't, if you just want to go meet your favorite broadcaster, I think it's a cool idea. I love the idea of TwitchCon. It's just, dude, you can stop typing in caps, Johnny. I see your post, man. I see your post. My Dixie wrecked and all the way. Okay, I have no idea what you're talking about, man. Yeah, when you want to like explain it to me or something, I'll look up again and I'll be happy to read it out. But yeah, what were we talking about just now? Before I lost my train of thought. Yeah, if you want to meet your favorite broadcaster, cool. But I don't know. I've always viewed meeting your favorite broadcaster is kind of like... I think it's the most, like, flattering jack-off you can do to somebody. I really do. Like, it's like, hey, man, I spent my vacation days, my hard-earned money. I took time away from my family. Actually, that might not be such a bad thing. And I spent money on a hotel here in California just to come say... I'm so happy you play video games on the internet, and thank you for doing that. Like, oh, hey, I'm glad you like the show, man. I didn't think you liked me enough to actually spend, several thousands of dollars to come out here and tell me that you could just type in the chat channel. But hey, you know what? If that's what you want to do with your cash, you do it, Sonny. That's your call. I know everything about Long Beach. I used to live there for 25 years. Let me know if you want anything about... Oh, dude, my sister went to school out there. I've been out to Long Beach tons of times. My sister went to school out in Whittier, California. So we passed by Long Beach quite a few times, just kind of like driving around. Long Beach is fun. I'm not going to lie. Long Beach is a fun place to go. Not as good as San Diego, but it is definitely a good place and much lower costing than the other options for venues. Okay, let's see here. Will you do an unboxing? Actually, Chaos Nuke, I have 2 unboxings coming up on the YouTube channel this coming Monday and next Monday. So if you're following me on the YouTube channel, man, then there you go. You'll be all set, bud. But yeah, if you want, man, send me something. I'll unbox it. Why not? He's a streamer. You definitely jack off and my Dixie wrecked. Okay, man, I don't know what you're talking. I don't even know, I don't even know where this troll session is going, man. I'm just lost. I am so lost. I get that all the time when I'm traveling, but I always take time out of my day to spend time with them. I think that's cool, man. Like I said, I just can't be bothered. Like, even if I had the option to go to TwitchCon as a broadcaster, I doubt I'd go, man. It wouldn't be worth my time. Like, legitimately, it's just not worth it. You're especially after what happened last year to the broadcasters at Twitch. How Twitch just rammed, nice, what's your mailing address? That guy's a douche? Oh, okay. No, last year at TwitchCon, dude, Amazon shoved the world's biggest and most golden dildo up the asses of everybody who was at TwitchCon last year when they announced Twitch Prime live on that stage, because all the broadcasters who were there were not able to stream to get that capitalization on those fresh new subs that just became active. And if you go watch something like Drop Frames post TwitchCon, they were salty about it. Carnage was salty, man. Dodger and Strippin left TwitchCon that day. They drove back to wherever in the hell in California Dodger lives, and they started streaming because it was so much money that went up for grabs. There were some people like, what the hell is it? I think King Goth. King Goth racked up, I think, like 1,000 subscribers in a day. It's bananas how much money was up for grabs, and Twitch did the world's biggest disservice by just screwing over their broadcasters. So, I would be surprised about anyone who's like willing to go now, because you never know. After last year, man, I would not be surprised at all if your favorite broadcaster actually says, I might not be at TwitchCon this year, guys, or, hey, I'm going to be at TwitchCon, but I'm only going to be there for a day. I'll only be there for the duration of the keynote. And then after the keynote, depending on what happens, I'm probably going to bail out. You might actually get that this year. And if that's the case, man, and you spent money and you flew, of all things, if you don't live in California, you flew from another destination to get there. Yeah, that might really make people salty. So let me know what you guys think. Would you be willing to fly with knowing that risk now? Knowing everything I just told you, would you still be willing to go to TwitchCon and risk having your favorite broadcaster bail out so they can go just stream? Not because they want to stream for you at that point, but because it's so much money up for grabs, they'd be stupid not to stream. Let me know, man. I'm very curious to know anybody's opinion on this matter, because I think it's super interesting from a lot of different perspectives. Now, mind you, we haven't got all the stuff yet from Twitch about what's going to be done. I do remember, though, it's not a networking convention. No. A networking convention, Jimmers, shows signs of usefulness. No. Don't mistake Circle Jerk Convention for networking convention. The broadcasters who are big enough, like Ko and Towley and Lyric and Soda, they don't have to go to conventions to network. They email up whoever they want to talk to, or they go on Discord. They don't actually have to travel for that stuff. No, TwitchCon is a Circle Jerk convention. It always has been. It was designed that way, and it always will be. They're going to blank the subscribers with a double-sided XXL purple. Okay. YouTube is screwing people over too. Well, yeah, you're not wrong, dude, but at least, with YouTube, we get CPMs. At least we get advertiser revenue on our YouTube videos. In fact, I actually just collected my very first paycheck from Google over Christmas, which was a milestone moment for me, because I had to restart restart all the way from the beginning of my revenue stream because I moved countries and they don't allow you to switch your payment information. So I had to restart over. So I just collected my first paycheck. So at least we get CPMs. Guess what? If on Twitch, you don't get any CPMs. Not unless you're partnered. If you're a nobody broadcaster like myself, you don't get any of the ad revenue. That's why I always tell my viewers, look, on Twitch, just use an ad blocker. Just use a goddamn ad blocker. Just skip the mess. It's not worth your time. It literally doesn't support me at all. So you're really just giving money to Twitch at that point, which, if that's what you wanted to do, just give Twitch money. But, you know, if you get your Prime membership too, then you're also doing the same thing. You're also supporting it in that same respect. But yeah, like I said, guys, come on, let me know. Who's still willing to go to TwitchCon, knowing everything I've told you about it, knowing everything that happened last year, and what could be the potential fallout for this year about if they announce something else. Maybe they announce new ways to generate revenue. Maybe they'll say, like, you know, what would be a good way to revenue stream? Oh, I know. All partnered streamers now have direct promotion in Amazon. There you go. Now, if they come out and say that, that means any broadcaster playing any game, if they go to Amazon, they'll get featured on Amazon's website. Come on. If they announce something like that, it would be like, there would be a freaking like dust trail. How fast people bailed out of that convention to go stream. So I just can't take the risk. Now, like I said, I'm lucky. I'm happy they put it in a city where A, there's stuff to do, and B, it's a lower cost. But I don't know, man. It's not worth it. I don't see it being worth the time or the effort. And that's just one man's opinion, but it's my opinion. What do you guys think, though? I'm kind of curious. What do you guys think the speculation for TwitchCon is going to be? Do you think they're going to announce anything like really fun or interesting, or do you think it's just going to be something like boring and mundane? Because look, you can only announce so many really cool things before you run out of cool stuff. And you got to remember, like, yeah, they gave you Twitch Prime, but Twitch Prime comes out of your Amazon Prime membership. So they're not actually making money. They're just kind of shuffling $5 around to a different accounting bill every month. They're not actually making any more money than they would have been making by just having you buy Twitch Prime. Yeah. There you guys go, man. So, moving on to our next topic. Do we actually have a next topic? Okay, this kind of popped up a day ago, maybe 2 days ago. And let me see if I can pull it up here for you guys. Oh, perfect. Here we go. This popped up not that long ago. The recommendations section. Now, first of all, I don't know why it's recommending me to myself. I'm pretty sure I know I want to watch me. That's why I'm doing this. But, like, notice the people it's recommending, man. Like, Games Done Quick, Summit 1G, ESL Dota 2, they're not even live right now. They're rebroadcasting. I wouldn't be surprised at all if they're just rebroadcasting right now. What do they have, 800 people? Yeah, rerun. But as you guys can see here, it's like, and there has been some people really hating this. Crip. Moon. Like, all these people, now, I don't know who the hell SC2 Felix is, but, you know, I see they're trying to, like, sprinkle in, they're trying to pepper in some lower broadcasters to make it look like promotion. But if you look by and large, most of this list is made up of partnered broadcasters. What is it here? Let's see. Who's not partnered? This dude is probably not partnered. This dude's probably not partnered. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 people are not partnered out of this entire list, which is how big? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So 6 out of 20 people, actually 5 out of 20 people, because, well, you can't actually count myself in that rung, are not partnered streamers. So they're giving you a fourth 25%? Is this Twitch's way of trying to say like, no, we like the non-partnered people. That's fine. Look, we're even promoting you on the recommendation section. See? But no, that's not what they're doing here. That is a there's a phrase for it to describe what Twitch is doing right now. Not a straw man. It's a red herring. That's it. It's a red herring. Or it's a misdirection. They're trying to misdirect you. Or at least they're making an attempt to misdirect people and tell them, like, yes, we are trying to promote smaller streamers using this recommendation section. It's what you guys wanted, right? Come on, tell us that's not what you wanted. But no, that's not what we wanted. What we wanted was something that would actually promote people on the front page. But that's not what we got. We got uselessness. Let's see here. This year's show will feature industry and community panel sessions, live events, and exhibitor booths. Dude, that's... You literally just described every convention on the planet. That is literally every convention. There's nothing different about that. With Twitch's recent expansion into other creative content categories, including music, food, photography, makeup, and others, the event will be extending its focus to encapsulate the interest of a broader community. Yeah, that all was something I'm pretty sure they were already doing. I'm almost positive they were already doing that last year. Maybe not in such a grandiose scale, but I'm pretty sure they already had people who were cosplayers last year. They already had musicians last year. Like, what is it? Piano Man. There's makeup on Twitch. Yeah, there's huge makeup tutorials on Twitch. You just have to go to the creative section and look for hashtag makeup. Boom, stuff pops up instantly. But yeah, no, like, Piano Man rolled out the keynote song last year. He played in not Sherman Williams, Emmett Shear. He played in Emmett Shear last year. So none of that is new stuff. And if that's what they officially put on it, you know what? That's literally a copy and paste job from last year. There's nothing new then. So as of right now, if that's what is being stated, we have nothing happening at TwitchCon, meaning it is deader than it was last year. And last year, the only praise you heard from people was the fact that the first year was like, oh my god, it's TwitchCon, oh my god. And this year now it's more. Last year it was more fan focused, a lot more calmed down. It was kind of like your child matured up from, like, you know, being 17 to being 20 in like that 1 year span. They matured up a little bit. It wasn't as wild and crazy, so it was better. And this year, I would think you can only assume it's going to get better again. But I'm still a little bit on the fence about how to feel about it. I don't really know what to say here. That kind of would sell me on the idea of it. In fact, I really think that at this point, man, maybe TwitchCon should not be every year. Maybe have it be every 2 years. I think that would be a better way for them to go with it. Kind of give Twitch time to mature. Because guess what? In the last 4 years of Twitch, man, this entire medium has morphed, has evolved past its original little gaming-centric only community. Now it's growing into something bigger. It's not becoming Justin.tv again. It's sure as hell not doing that. But it's definitely getting a little bit, it's getting not even a little bit, it's getting a lot different. Like you said, with the makeup tutorials, with the cosplayers, with the cooking, with the art, all that other stuff, it's taking on a new form. And I think if they moved it to every 2 years, that would just, from a business standpoint, be overall better. Because, look, I don't think they're making a lot of money on TwitchCon. To run a convention in California is wildly expensive for any company. If you're making $7 billion a year and it costs you $5 million to put the convention on, guess what? That no company says, oh, well, it's only $5 million. No, they're going to look at like, son of a bitch, that's $5 million. Like, do we have to do this convention? Give it every 2 years. Let it mature up. Let the new changes they keep rolling out without any knowledge or notice, like the follower only mode, the new features they keep putting out, let them come out. Let them settle in. Let them, breathe a little bit and get those flavors developed about that part of the community that you're trying so hard to foster, and then host a convention. You know what? You'd be surprised in 2 years how many things can change on Twitch. You can have broadcasters blow up and fizzle out in the span of a few weeks. So if somebody was lucky enough to blow up 2 months before TwitchCon and they were able to ride that wave for 60 days going into that convention, they would look like the hottest thing ever. A week later, you never see them again. They've got 20 viewers. They've got no one watching. The subscriber count goes into the toilet. And, everyone just forgets about that person altogether. And then what? You hosted a convention, you put this guy on posters, you tried to make a buck off his name. You made a little bit of money, but at the end of the day, he didn't make you more money because he fizzled out. Whereas in 2 years, you could have him blow up, die out, and no one will remember. And you try and get the next sustainable star, the next Future Man Gaming. Because look, Future Man may only pull 153 viewers, 500 viewers, maybe 1,000. But he has been sustainable. He's somebody who's marketable for Twitch. Please print off Keemstar's face and tape it on your face. I'm going to go ahead and say no. And why? Better question is, why do you want me to do that? That's a little strange. So, still waiting on you guys, man. Waiting to see if any of you guys have an opinion on this matter. Like, I don't think you guys fully realize, I can talk for days, but if you guys aren't saying anything, I got nothing else, man. Like, we've already been at this for an hour. I'm actually ready to wrap the show. So, yeah. If you guys are still tuning in, man, hey, make sure you hit that follow button. That's the only way you're going to talk in the chat. But other than that, man, I'm probably just going to start wrapping the show, actually, because, yeah, we've already been at this for an hour, and I got to get to school in the morning. So, if you guys enjoyed this, like, little kind of TwitchCon-centric daily chat, hey, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you hit that follow button. It's right there. If you're on the YouTube channel, make sure you click that button. It's right there. Other than that, guys, man, this has been Daily Chat Season 2, Episode 33 for January the 10th, 2017. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in. I have been Rex, and I will see all of you guys next time. Bye.